Transform this Trek unit into a final edition. Woo! The secret part is about to go on. Oh my God. Hello, my Rover friends. Welcome to the Lucky 8 channel. Today, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're still gonna work on cars, don't worry about that. We're gonna start with a history lesson. A lot of you know that Lucky 8 helped outfit the Trek units, starting back with the Discovery 5 and working our way through the Trek years with the Defender L663. What you don't know is that we made final editions for the dealerships that won. Those usually got squirreled away into people's collections. A couple of dealerships have had them on display. And today, we're going to transform this Trek unit into a final edition. You're going to want to watch. Cue the intro. One of the key components on all the Trek units is the proud Rhino rock sliders. They are the armor, the foundation for the vehicles. And we always get this question, can I pick my car up on them? Absolutely. You can lift up your Defender with the rock sliders. It's designed to hold the weight. The final editions got a special set of rock sliders. So we're gonna take these off first and swap them out for the final edition. Here's a little tip for anybody doing the proud Rhino rock sliders. Ramps are your friend. Put the car in high mode, drive up on it, then you can lay under the vehicle. I use a little wheelie cart, get all the bolts out, and then if you have a lift, you can use the lift arms to hold the weight of the slider while you take it apart, pick it up and lower it down for you. That's the way I do them, super easy. If you try to do it on the lift, the arms are in the way, it's a pain in the butt. On the ground, ramps, your friend. All right, let's get these off. Keep this project moving along. Next up, we need to get the nose off the front bumper. We got to take the factory winch apart and get that out. We need to get the lights out of the way. Essentially, everything here needs to go. So I'm going to strip that apart. And you say, well, why didn't we start there? Because it makes it so much easier to be able to pick the truck up and down when it has rock sliders. You're coming off, buddy. See if this one's full of water. So the A-frame sits on it, but the tube is open here, and I think it runs around and drips into it. Oh, all of this talking, I can't even get the bolt out. All right, here we go. not too bad. The other side had more. I can hear you guys at home. Why am I struggling with this winch? Why don't I just disassemble it and take it out? The genuine winch comes with a whole bunch of extra wiring that's weaved throughout the car. The main feature is if the voltage drops too much, it won't let you use the winch. If the vehicle's not running, it won't let you use the winch. In order to get the lower frame out, there's 2 Torx on each side buried underneath the winch. Now the instructions tell you have to remove this whole entire section of the car, and it's a lot. So I'm gonna struggle here a little bit, get the winch free, get the Torx out, then we can set the winch on this tray, put in our new winch tray, and then I can put it all back together without fighting this entire harness, which would add hours to the job. All right, go back making fun of me. I'm gonna go back and struggle. Now, with those little brackets free, that's what they look like. So they come down, they go in front of the little bracket that holds the skid plate. So you can't take the skid plate bracket off because they're bound against that. All with those 2 little 10 mil bolts. This is a very interesting winch mount. I'm sure it had to go through a ton of crash ratings and stuff like that, but as a guy that's got to work on it, I'm not a fan. Now we can get all that out of the way, which will access this lower tray, which then we can put on the table, lower it down, get the winch out, hang the winch off of a ratchet strap, pull the rest of it apart, put in the new winch tray, gently set everything together. Yeah, easy peasy. Now that we've got the winch hanging here, I want to show you just how intricate and difficult the wiring is on this. With the winch out of the way and disconnected, there's still a portion of the wiring that is attached to the tray. It's one of those, you got to see it to believe it. Come on in. All right, normal wiring for a winch, power feed, ground, little ground on the back, and then, you know, you'd plug in your your winch control in there. But on the Rover one, I've got this magic little box here, which is connected to all these cables that go through the brains of it to make sure that you're not overusing the electrical system in the car. So we got to pull that out, which is buried way in here with this little Allen, and then another one. All right, that one's loose. Thank God. I couldn't even figure out how to get that. Can't even get to it. All right, I'm gonna get that out. And we'll get this winch in the new winch tray. Now that the old bumper is out of the way, we've got the new bumper going in, but this one's a little bit different. You're gonna see as we move along. First, we're gonna put a shiny new cooler in because the old one had a big dent in it. All right, guys, this is what you've been waiting for. The secret part is about to go on. Enjoy. All right, don't let me crash it. You ready, guys? Yeah, I should have meant to pull those up. Okay. That is not at all nerve-wracking. I think you guys can figure it out. We've got an exo cage going on here. We did some final edition Defender 110s for a Trek, and we used a cage like this. I'm gonna piece it all together, and at the end, you're gonna see something absolutely amazing. Oh my God, what do you guys think? Let's take a closer look at some of the cool features. First thing that's gonna grab your eye is this NAS-inspired exoskeleton. Then there's no getting around the Australian-inspired kangaroo bars integrated into the proud Rhino front bumper. This is truly a very unique Trek Edition Defender. And the good news is, if you're out at some of the events in the US, you're more than likely to see it and its owner. Be sure to follow.